Hello, David. And Marielos, my goodness, you haven't been around for so long. So let me know if the resolution is okay and if sound is all right. Gavin. This is Gavin Grinder. Oh, hello, Gavin. How are you? Good to see you. Hope things are going well for you. BMW Tony. Okay. How are you, Tony? Let me just sort out my special chamomile tea today here. And Samar Jalal says, hello, sir. Long time no see. Thank you for your videos. You're quite welcome, Jalal. Happy to see you here. David says everything is good so far. Good. Well, you know, we're using our top of the line microphone now, courtesy of my son, as I mentioned last time. So I'm set up in a different part of the available space. So how do you guys like this setup now? Is the lighting and everything okay? Jill says, I'm glad you told me. Look at who she is, not who she was. Yes, good, Jill. Gavin says, yes, sir, trying to stay in there, but experiencing really and anxiety. Well, you know, anxiety is part of our life, unfortunately. And once we are fearful about something, whether it is connected to our ego or to the fact that a certain pleasure we're pursuing and we can't get it, or certain lifestyle, all of that could be playing a part in how we feel, and some of those feelings are anxieties. But then again, when we are focused on some good stuff in our lives and we feel happy, the anxiety kind of subsides and goes away. So the key is, let's see if we can be focused on our lives and focus on the positive parts of our lives and the things that brings us happiness and more hope. And that would be perhaps an immediate remedy. But of course, if it's something that it won't go away with these sort of things, of course, there's always the possibility of talking to our physicians and see what they think about it. Is it something mild that we would have to deal with it through exercise and being busy with our project, or something that they want to attend to and suggest to us? Juanpa says, hi Mehran, male 23, Costa Rica. Pura vida, Mehran. I'm pura vida, Juanpa. He says, nice background. I asked a girl out, okay, good for you, to have coffee tomorrow. Okay. She's 22, and she said yes. Oh, wunderbar. Pura vida. And he says, I have talked to her like a couple of times, even though we went to the same high school. Okay, just don't push it as if you want to have a signature on the line saying that, yes, I'm your girlfriend now. Just don't. Just be there, be yourself. Don't try to impress her. Don't try to ask her for some kind of an assurance or some kind of statute. Don't even, imply to that. Just be there, have fun, get to know each other, and that's basically it. Let her take some of the leads if, she gives you enough. Go slow. The faster you go, the further they will go away. As we've talked before, it's all about confidence, and if they feel that they're initiating, or they're being pursued. These day and ages, it's not like the old times that if you would pursue they would be reciprocating. They're more interested, many girls, to feel that they're the ones who are pursuing, they're the ones who are initiating, they're the ones who are kind of requesting the relationship to go to a next stage. So let that take its own natural course, and see what makes you both comfortable. Otherwise, don't be there with an agenda that we're going to go for coffee and I'm going to try to, seal the deal by, talking about future, and it's just settle down and don't turn her into your shrink. Don't tell her about your past experiences. Just talk about now. What she does, what you do, what you want to do, how's your job, and stuff like that. Light things. All right. Gavin says, I meant to say bad things. Oh, I see. Yes. Perhaps you wish to talk to your physicians and see what they think, unless these are just sort of anxieties that you feel you just need to be focusing on your plans and getting a thing or two sorted out and to feel better. But either way, that would be a good choice to talk to your doctor and ask their opinion. And old school says something that, again, remember old school, we can't use these kind of words on social media or anything, because it might be misunderstood. And as I know, this is a in thing that friends tell each other and they use that word, but to some people it could have a different connotation. So let's don't use these sort of words. Yeah, but I've been around. We've been having live talks last week, so it's not like I haven't been around. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Kirti says, hello sir, Kirti 24, female from India. Thank you for your help earlier with my anxiety issues. You're quite welcome, dear. I might need some more help though. Well, you guys can reach me in two ways. You can go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com. In many ways, actually. You can find many of your answers on YouTube channel. We have over 1,500 videos now, which every one of them addresses some kind of a question. And if that wasn't enough, we have videos about thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, ego, our psyche. Talks about the OCD thinking, talks about OCD, talking about many other little things here and there. And also hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos are geared to the subject of breakups and how to deal with it, how to move on, and so on. So that's one way. The other way is to go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and see what support mechanisms are available for you there. You can talk to me on Skype, make an appointment, we can one-on-one explore your issues, or you can take advantage of the ultimate breakup cure package that I've put together, which consists of starting with 82 star videos of these 1,500 videos, start you up to know what to do and how to look at your breakup and how to understand how to manage them. Then of course there is a mindset in video and file that comes to you. You can print it and have that with you, the mindset for going on and moving on. And then of course you get a discount on Skype consultations, which is all elaborated in the package. So take a look at the package. mindthatseekstruth.com will let you know what's available. And also you can write me an email with a nominal fee. I think it's $10-15 for an email that then I will either respond to you in writing or make a little short recording and email it to you. So, and that is because there's so many emails come in, I don't know which one to justify to answer and which one not to answer or answer later. So with this fee that tells me, does the selection for me, tells me which one I should answer right away. And also the channel can make some money because we do need money in order to do what we hope to do and reach more people and help more people. And then again, of course, there's another app that you can go on. It's called Callmart. Callmart is a company out of Tokyo. And you can simply go on Callmart and look for Mind That Seeks Truth. And if you see a green light, that means I'm available, whether I'm not having an appointment or I'm doing something, but I'm available. You can click on it and it will charge you, I guess, $1 a minute. I put it very nominal, the lowest I could. And then that's for short questions, short answers, something that you can't wait to make an appointment with me on Skype, but you can do it right away. And if it's green light, then I'm available, then we'll attend to it together. So support is available as much as possibly I could. Now what else I need is for you guys to share the videos in your social media and help us to grow. We're still not found. Look, the wonderful live talks that we have, we only have 10 people here. So that sure tells you that we are not visible. So help us to become visible. I'm here for you, but I hope you guys will also think I need you guys to be more recognized on YouTube. Do whatever you can within, legal means. Legal ways. All right. David says your Instagram looks good, popular. I think that is going to be key part in your success. Good. Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you. My Instagram is doing good. The person who has been helping me actually knows what he's doing very well, and I've learned a thing or two. And lo and behold, my next plug or next post, not plug, which I will do, I think next Tuesday, will be having thumbnails. I learned how to do thumbnails for Instagram, and that was a challenge. And it's an interesting one, actually. You guys will get a kick out of it. So please follow me on Instagram, Mind Seeks. And you know that you have the links there anyhow. I believe I have put the links there before. But let me see if I can do it here as well. Instagram. There it is. I think that's where it is. There it is. All right. I hope that would be the correct one. Yeah, if you haven't, please do follow me on Instagram, and there are lots of wonderful posts there, and lots of little short videos. You can catch up with the 59-second videos that I've had so far, a bunch of them, but I'm learning. And if you guys like those posts, please do share them. That's how we can really get to know, people will get to know about our channel, because I'm hoping to bring them into the YouTube channel. Juanpa says school, and we studied the same things at the university. Oh, you're talking about the girl that you're going to be having a coffee with. So you guys went to the same school and studied the same things at the university. Aha. But I feel anxious about tomorrow. Yes, you do, because you're going there with an agenda. Don't go there with an agenda. Don't go there to make her your girlfriend. Don't have any of that in your mind. Just having your mind that you're going to get to know someone and have tea or coffee and see what she likes to do, what you like to do. Do things that you both like to do, not just what she likes to do or what just you like to do. Don't try to entertain her more than what it is normal to be a good conversationalist or be a good companion. And just talk general. Don't have a certain agenda that you want to steer things around. I know what you're going to be doing. Most of you, from the moment you go on a date, you're trying to set up the next date. And you're promoting for what we should be doing next time. Don't do these sort of things. The girls know it. Know that you're too interested. And when you're too interested and setting up other plans at the beginning of this date, they will lose interest, because not every girl is so confident in herself. And as soon as you become too interested, she will say, well, why is this guy so interested in me? I don't think I'm that much, so maybe he's not much. So just be there as who you are. Let her ask you some question, you ask some question, but don't be there with an agenda. Just be there. Live the moment. Have nice coffee, talk about the coffee. Talk about where coffee comes from. I don't know. Tea. What about tea? Lots of different kind of tea. French went to China and brought tea, and then British did that, and all these things. Talk about tea around the world, India. Talk about things that are interesting, not about you and her. So that will take the anxiety. When you don't want to gain anything out of this date other than just having a good time and be cordial, treat her nice, be nice, not overly, just normal. If you don't have any agenda, you will be fine. You will not be anxious. But if you want something, that's going to make you anxious, because you're worried about, what if I can't get what I want? Then you will be having anxieties. It says, but I feel anxious about tomorrow. I'm worried because I'm too shy. Maybe that's what she liked. I want to know her, but I don't want to be in an interview, of course. Yeah, don't be. It says, but I'm nervous if there are no things to talk about or some things like that. Any advice? There is always something to talk about. You can talk about sports, you can talk about movies, you can talk about coffee, you can talk about origin of tea, you can talk about what's going on in your country, you can talk about what's going on in different countries, you can talk about the political world a little bit, not argument, just what's happening in the news. You can talk about what her plans are for the summer. You can talk about what her plans are for next year. You can talk about if she likes her job. You can talk about how is life treating her in general, if she's on her goal, on the path to achieve her goals, and things like that. There are lots of things to talk about. You can talk about a bird that is flying by, for example. So, these birds, it's interesting how aircrafts are made using the models of these birds, but still the birds probably fly better than them and maneuver better. Anything, it doesn't have to be a long discussion, little things here and there. Tea, coffee, politics, birds, I don't know, ocean, weather. And she might feel certain things that she would be interested to talk about. So don't be nervous. Who do you think she is? She's another human being, but because you want something from, you're very interested, then you're getting nervous. Don't. Just be yourself, like you're talking to me. What's the big deal? Talk about life. All right. Let's see. I'm doing something different today, guys. While we're talking, I have set my camera, and the camera is also recording, because that's a much better quality. And so I'm thinking, of course, it's a little bit of maybe I should do this. Yeah, that'll be better. So I'm kind of freeing a little bit of a frame of the camera. So the camera is having a much better quality. So maybe, but the camera stops at half an hour. So maybe half an hour of this, I could upload, using the camera. Then maybe if it's longer, I can click on the button and start another half an hour. So then when I upload it, it'll be much better quality than this. And also, I have finally taken the initiative to change the Wi-Fi internet carrier. And they were here yesterday to change my, the system. But apparently in this particular unit, they missed to bring the cable in. So they're coming next Monday to complete the installation, and then of course we'll have a far better quality. And then perhaps I can then do Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook on my mobile and YouTube on this, and therefore it will all work out fine. So, where are we? David says, and I like the new background. Yes, good. Oh, okay, good. Good. Abhi says, where's Abhi? Abhi, where'd you go? Abhi says, hello, male 23 India. My guru, my guide, my teacher, my everything. Hello, oh my goodness. I feel so, such a big head now. Says, please answer. It says, my ex talks and texts me, I reply. My ex texts me, I reply. Casually, when I ask of any plans with me, then no. Then I said, don't talk, but also she texts. Abhi, are you talking in code? I think what you're trying to say is that your ex talks and sends you texts and you reply. And it's all casual stuff. But when you ask her about plans with you, when you ask her about plans with you, then she says no, or doesn't respond. I'm not quite sure what you mean here. Then I said, don't talk to me. By the way, also she texts. Okay, you can see that it's hard for me to understand exactly what the question is. So if you would be kind enough to kind of, maybe elaborate a little bit. This is what I understood. That she talks to you, texts you, but as soon as you want to get serious by asking her what are the plans with you from her mind, she doesn't text or she doesn't answer to that. So if that's the case, if I understood it right, don't ask her that. Don't worry about it. Don't pay attention to the fact that you want something from her. Don't want anything from her. Just text until she actually, sees that she needs to show some signs. Because if the girl doesn't show any signs of interest, then you would make her uncomfortable if you pursue that. Let her be the leader in that sort of topics. Let her show you clear signs that she's interested to talk about these sort of subjects. And then do. Until then, don't. What do you think is gonna be happening? If you talk about it, then you've sealed the deal, and if you don't talk about it, she will fly away. So big deal. Let her fly away if that's the case. You should not be treating a candidate for a relationship as an anomaly that you only want her. It has to be a two-way street. If that's not established, don't go for it. You're just as important as she is too, and that's how it should be. So if you are willing to show her that you're interested in her, but she's not showing that, then you shouldn't show yours either. Just, be there, have fun together, I don't know, talk, and then go away. You have to have clear sentiments and clear indication of interest before you pursue for a more serious interaction. And if that's not there, well, you shouldn't be there either. Just be friends, that's all. One of the mistakes as men or boys make is they want to push things in the first or second date, or I don't know, whenever. You have to be patient and let her breathe and let her figure out if she's also into you as much as you're into her. Remember, it is not too difficult for us guys to be into a girl that meets your aesthetic standards. That's how you're built. A heterosexual male, you're built in your genes to pursue a woman and love a woman, want a woman, be interested in her and want to get to know her and all that. That's just the way it is. Your hormones and your genes, your program are set for that. You don't need much other encouragements. But girls don't react that way to you. They are looking for more of how you treat them, how they feel comfortable with you or not. Other things they're looking for to feel psychologically secure, to feel security, to feel, not rushed, and to look for other qualifications that it's important to them. That takes time. So while you're gung-ho to want to seal the deal and make sure that you guys are in a relationship, they're just studying you. So give them time and be on the same wavelength and settle down and let them be comfortable, and then you will see where it goes. If it does, they'll show you clear interest. If not, then you'll know it too. Now, within the next few minutes, the camera will probably stop recording, which I will just get up and start another recording time to restart. Now, Helen says, Mehran, miss you, good to see you and hear you laugh. Okay, good to see you as well. I don't see you guys. I wish I could see you guys as well to see what you guys are up to. And so that would be a better, I think there is a way that we can do that on Skype. Like, so many people can be on Skype at the same time, like a group chat. If I can figure that out, perhaps we can all try that. I'll give you the Skype and we can go on that. But otherwise, this is perhaps more comfortable, because Skype is for the appointments. So Film Fanatic says, Star Wars theory, send me to seek your counsel, my master. Welcome, my Padawan. How may I be of assistance to you? Do not underestimate the power of the dark force. The dark side, I guess. All right, Film Fanatic, you're more than welcome to pose a question, and I'll be more than happy to respond to. I'm glad that you could find us and delighted that you're here. So, let's see. Aha, there it is. Film Fanatic says, my current relationship is broken. Your current relationship is broken. So you're going through a breakup, right? All right. Why don't I, before I answer this question, why don't I start the new session on the good camera? So if you guys give me one moment, I'll just shut it off and turn it back on, and that will be it. There we go. That works perfectly well. We ended it on the right time, and we're back on that. Let's see if I can, well, I guess that's good enough. All right, so let's go back to Film Fanatic. It says, my current relationship is broken. It's hard to move on after so much investment, but feels like it is the right thing to do. I just do not know how to do it, or if it is the right choice to make. All right, number one, film fanatic, we have a protocol here, and the protocol is a little bit information that could help me to know a little bit about you, and that is only in 3 codes, small things. One is if you're male or female. Second, how old you are. And third, where you're tuning in from. In other words, the country, the age, and the gender. That'll give me a little bit of a background about who you are, so what kind of a delivery I should have, what kind of a culture information I can get from, where you come from. And at the same time, the age will tell me a little bit and how to deliver what I want to share with you. And also, if you're, man or woman, or whatever your gender is, that will also help me out to tailor make the response. So if you don't mind, please throw that in, and then I will. Oh, there it is. Male, 26, Florida, 6-year relationship. All right. And how old is she, or was she, or is she? Well, she is. How old is she? 27. All right. 6 years. So you were 20 and she was 21. All right. There's lots of things here. Number one, when this session finishes, you need a lot more information about what you're going through. And you can find that on my YouTube channel, which is this channel. Either you can just write in the search engine of my channel how you feel, what it is that you're looking for, like jealousy, or she's going out with somebody else, how that makes you feel, or how to move on, or things like that, singular things, singular videos. Or you can go on the playlists, and you can see playlists of how to move on. And the recent uploads have also been, there was one in particular that says why you can't move on. It's in 3 parts, why you can't move on. That's also good. And the other one is watch this if you want to move on. These are titles that I can remember from top of my head. But if you go on the playlist and check out different topics that we have there, you will get tremendous amount of help and support and knowledge about yourself, your own psyche, how you tick, what you're all about, why you feel the way you do, to understand it better, and you will be perfectly fine to move on. But having said that, let me address some of it here. You may or may not have noticed it, but when you were 20 years old and she was 21, well, to begin with, it was a little bit of that was an okay circumstance there, because 20 and 21, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, while girls usually at 21 are more mature or have a way different way of thinking than a 21-year-old boy. So to begin with, she seemed to be more mature than you, possibly. I may be wrong, could be anomalies. That would have impressed you a lot more about her, because it would make you feel like she knows a lot, or she's the leader of the two of you. You're at age 20 and girls are so important to a heterosexual male, so you were just, head over heel in love with her because you were having sex and you were having a girlfriend, and the girlfriend happened to be a little bit older, so you felt good about yourself that you were able to, get an older woman, so to speak. So at that age, you felt more mature because an older woman, an older girl is just, even though a little bit, is paying attention to you, which made you feel good about yourself. At that age, we all wanted to be older. When we get older, we want to look younger and be younger. But so that's how it was. So for you, she had a very special place in that relationship. She had a kind of a leadership role, possibly. Again, I don't know enough about her and you, so I'm just spitballing here. Hopefully I'll hit the target. And so the impression you had from her was, oh, she's a catch. She's older than you, you had sex with her, and at that time having a girlfriend, and it was so important. And women are very important to us. But in hindsight, when you look at it, when you get 26 and she's 27, then she didn't mind because the age difference wasn't much and she was very young herself. But now at this age, there's nothing wrong with you. But her shortcomings will show itself at this age because she's now looking for someone who's like 4 or 5 or 6 years older than her so she can feel younger. Because as the time passes by, she'll always be 1 year older and she won't feel confident. She will feel a little bit inferior in her own mind, not in your mind. She doesn't know about that. She doesn't care about that. She's thinking about how she feels. So right now she's looking for something like 3, 4, 5 years older, because the older woman gets, even though if they're career women, they would like to have things a little bit easier for them so they don't have to work much, because eventually they might want to have children. So she's looking for some kind of a security. And she thinks perhaps that can be found in maybe a 30, 35-year-old man to make her life easier. So at this point, she's not focused on the relationship that you guys are having or had. She's focused on what she can do for herself, because she can see herself getting to an age or certain stage of life that she wants different things than she did when she was 21 or when you guys were together. Now, the rest of the stuff, I don't know. I don't know what she do, what she does, what her plans are, what's been going on. All of that, of course, I need a little bit of info. So in other words, throw me the bone and give me the info. Which, in that case, I would be more than happy to discuss this further with you on Skype. If you go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and click on Talk to Mehran via Skype, then you can make an appointment. And these days I have a special offering. If you make a half an hour appointment, I'll give you 1 hour. And if you get a 1 hour appointment, I'll give you 2 hours. So that'll be plenty to start and see where it goes and how we can deal with certain specific things that you might have in mind, and your case could be different than some of the videos that could hold on to it and help you out. Now, a little bit of a help for you until then, if should you decide to talk to me on Skype or not, at least let me be helpful here a little bit more. In order to be successful to move on to your balance and happy place again, you need to focus on your life. You need to see her for who she is now. The problem for moving on for most people is that when the breakup happens, they keep thinking about her, the ex, her, him, whatever the relationship is. They keep thinking about her. But I talk about one kind of relationship, so you guys switch it around depending on what relationship you guys are having, the ones who are listening. So the problem at the breakup is that you keep thinking about her as she used to be when you guys were lovey-dovey. In other words, you don't see her as she is today. You perceive her. You're looking at her. Because she looks the same as she did then, you are confused to focus on who she has become. Instead, you say, oh, that's the girl I used to know, and she used to be like that. So you totally forgo the fact that she's a different entity now. Because who you are is not by how you look. Who you are is based on how your consciousness have been conditioned through your years of, growing up. Your relationship, your nationality, your religion, your dogmas and the society rules, and how your parents taught you, what they did, the teachers, what you read, what movies you watched, and all these have to do with who you have become, what your center is. That is you. But that is not visible from outside. From outside, only your physical shape is visible. And when you look at your girlfriend, when you guys are broken up, you hardly see the changes that she has made and who she really is today. You just connect what she looks like to how she used to behave and how she used to be and how she used to reciprocate and interact with you. So you miss the fact to see who she is now. Because if you do see her for who she is today, you might see the problems that, for God's sake, why am I so interested in her? She's not the kind of girl that I used to like, which was her. But she's not doing those things as she did before. She's not her. She looks like her, and I keep thinking about her as she used to be, but she's not how she used to be. And I used to love her and like her for how she used to be, but she's not like that anymore. So why do I miss her? You miss her because you remember how you felt. And you're missing how you felt. And you feel, if I can have her back, then I would feel happy and how I felt again. So in fact, you're really missing yourself and you want her back so you can regain yourself. Plus, when you guys were together for 6 years, you created certain things that you were doing together, certain elements, certain activities, whether it was getting up in the morning and texting each other, or if you lived together, having your tea or coffee or breakfast at a certain time or certain way, certain routine, and then go to your school or go to your work, and then hang out somewhere or meet certain friends or certain activities or gym or this and that. All these things that you used to do is called mechanical processes. Through these mechanical processes, the things that you guys were doing together, you would create a routine, a certain way of doing things. And that certain way of doing things is called the order. So you had an order in your life with her. And because you had an order, your mind seeks and finds, searches for order, because in the order of things, in the order of life, the mind finds security. That's the mind's security place, is in the order of things, in how things are. Now, when she leaves, when you guys break up, that order, the way you guys were doing things, breaks down. You guys no longer doing all those mechanical processes or those things, therefore the order breaks down. When the order has broken down, the mind can't find its security anymore because there's no order, there's no routine of things, and it feels confused and feels agitated. That's what you're feeling now. So you're not really missing her necessarily, you're missing the order of things, how things were. And if you focus on your life and try to build your life the way you had planned and continue on that focus, you will create a new order by doing new things, new mechanical process, new stuff that you would do during the day from the moment you wake up to the time that you sleep. And those things will create a new routine, new order. And that routine and order would be a place for your mind to find its security, which then you will feel fine with the new conditioning, new order, and the whole new things happening, and you will not be missing the old order anymore, and you will be finding your balance again. In a nutshell, is focus on your job. Don't let your job or whatever it is that you do suffer, because these things will pass, the new order will be created, and you'll be fine. But in the meantime, you should not allow your job and things that brings food on the table suffer and you lose that, because those opportunities may not easily be fixed or replaced later on. I think that should be good enough for you, since you come from the Star Wars community. That was a special deal for you. We treated it like a one-on-one. So hope you enjoyed the discussion that we shared, and I thank you for being here, and please continue, and hopefully you've subscribed and share the videos that you like on the library that we have on the channel with the people on your social media, and help us to grow, because we're still unfound. We have over 1,500 videos on this channel and we hardly are visible. So who knows what the future holds. All right, let's see. So we have Gavin says, thank you, Mehran. Where is your tea today? Well, here it is, Gavin. Here's my tea. Actually, I can just say garçon, un thé au citron. So, but we don't have it. Just I can pretend, but there's no one. All right. Old school says, I feel ya. My bad. Okay, good. I'm glad you understand old school. All right. Kitri says, I had a terrible breakup and the whole deal feels very unreal to me. I don't like it when he texts me on my birthday and otherwise. Is it okay to pretend that he doesn't exist anymore and avoid him in person? It depends, Kriti. It depends, Kriti, how you feel about it. I don't know anything. You didn't share with me enough to know who broke up, who left, how you feel about it, what was the plans, how long were you guys together, how old you are, how old was he. All these things are necessary for me to make a little bit of a useful comment. But if this is how you feel, is it because you're angry at him or you actually don't like him anymore? Or are you pissed off? Looks to me that he has broken up. And because he has broken up, you're pissed off and you don't want him just text you on your birthday or some other things because you say, well, why you contacting me since you broke up? You broke my heart. Why are you doing this now? So you don't want to respond and you want to simply pretend he doesn't exist. And yeah, why not? Why is it not okay? If you have made up your mind that you don't want to be with this guy anymore and you don't want him to treat you as a, kind of a booty call, or when he misses intimacy, that's when he calls you, and you want to assert that either you want a relationship or you don't want a relationship. Don't break up with me and keep sending me texts. Just go on your way because you want to move on. Well, in that case, yeah, then don't respond. Or you can simply send the text back, says, thank you for your message. However, I don't feel it's appropriate anymore for you to be in contact with me. We are broken up, aren't we? So you've told him what you wanted to say, and you put a little question at the end, aren't we? So if he says, oh, but this and that, then you'll see what he says. If he says yes, then he says, well, that's the end of that. And you go on. And Gavin says, I realize we have a lot of Indian people on your account, including me. Do you think we experience more pain due to breakup because we live in collective society? No, I guess it just so happens India is 1.3 billion people, and proportionally they found my channel, more than the others have. So naturally, in a small channel like mine, which is supposed to have had a couple of million subscribers, but we don't because we're not visible. Maybe I don't know how to do it as far as the algorithm is concerned, or however it is. But still, there are more people in India because so they can, maybe there would be more numbers compared to the other countries. Also, perhaps they identify with the stuff that I say, since it's a little bit more, it's got more depth into it than most other channels that they talk about relationships. We're not here trying to say, oh, how to get your ex back and write this, trick her this way, get her to bed that way, or get the guy or get the girl in this way or that way by text or this or that. None of that. We want you guys to know about your consciousness, about why you feel the way you do after breakup, and understand why breakups happen, understand what you're all about, what makes you tick, become the mechanic of your own psyche. And this is why, and how to move on and have a wonderful life and be happy again, be in control of your life. So other channels do it the way they like. They want to promise people that how to get this man or how to get this girl and how to get, you know, this relationship and how to trick this or trick that and text this way, don't answer this way, and all these tricks. After all said and done, these are tricks. These have nothing to do with the reality of how things are. And on this channel, I want to make sure you guys understand a little bit more about your psyche, how your psyche is put together, why you feel the way you do, how you can negotiate your days and your emotions better. And if there is a breakup, you've tried hard enough and it's not getting back together, then how to move on.